is Rocky Marciano. When I held the heavyweight title, they called me the Brockton Blockbuster. You'll find out why.
July 12, 1951, Madison Square Garden, New York. Rex Lane from Lewiston, Utah, meets Rocky Marciano of Brockton, Massachusetts, in a scheduled 10-round bout to select a contender for the heavyweight crown held by Ezzard Charles. And now, round one. Immediately, they go to close quarters. Marciano in dark trunks has short arms. His reach is only 67 inches, 8 inches shorter than Lane's 75. So it's to his advantage to stay in close. Rocky about to miss a right uppercut, but he connects with a left to the jaw and they go to close quarters. Each man seeking an opening. Have you noticed Lane is carrying a bit of excess suet? He's heavy around the midsection, an indication he may not be in peak condition tonight. Watch this left to the jaw by Marciano. At this stage in his career, Rocky was mostly a right-hand puncher. Marciano, about to miss a right, will land a smashing left hook, followed by a right to the jaw. Rocky much quicker than Lane at following through after a miss. Apparently, Rex has been instructed to stay in close, too, in order to keep Marciano's long-range guns at a disadvantage. A long overhand right by the Brockton strong boy opened a gash over Lane's left eye. Marciano's left hook to the jaw forces Lane to the ropes. A right uppercut by Rocky before Rex fights his way back and holds. Marciano, dancing back, prepares to fire a smashing right that buckles the knees of Rex Lane. That punch took its toll, and Lane is forced to hold. A good left hook to the jaw by Marciano. Now you'll see him bounce a right off Lane's head. Another left hook. And another glancing right. Rocky piling on the pressure here in round 5. Definitely, Lane is tired. He's dropping his guard from time to time, if you notice. Both men have been missing hard rights. The cumulative effect of Rocky's punches have brought him to the verge of collapse. Rocky jabs with his left, and here it comes. You'll see Marciano fire a long-range right that stuns Rex Lane, and then he crumples forward to the canvas. It's 10 and out for Rex Lane, who hasn't moved a muscle. He's really out. And Rocky waves a right on high that did the job. And Rocky Marciano has registered his 36th victory in a row. He's on his way to the top. This was the big fight of 12,500 in the Garden that night. Some 3,000, nearly 25%, followed their Rocky from his hometown of Brockton, Massachusetts, to cheer their hero in a victory they knew was certain. They shouted his name. They praised him. They waited to tousle his hair. October 26, 1951, Madison Square Garden. Joe Louis, the Brown Bomber from Detroit, meets Rocky Marciano of Brockton, Massachusetts. Before the bell for round 1, let's take time out to visit the camps. In recent years, Louis has picked up a great deal of bulk in both his legs and his chest. He weighed in for this match with Marciano at 212 3/4 pounds. At the peak of his career, his effective fighting weight was closer to 200. Louis is 6 feet 2 inches tall, and when these films were taken, he was 37.5 years old. Joe has long arms, as you can see. His reach is 76 inches, 9 inches more than Rocky's 67. Joe's prediction? He'll win over Marciano by a knockout. Meanwhile, at Greenwood Lake on the border between New York State and northern New Jersey, Rocky Marciano is completing his training under the astute supervision of trainer Charlie Goldman. Rocky stands 5 feet 11, 3 inches shorter than Joe Louis. His weight going into the big fight was 184, nearly 29 pounds lighter than Joe. His reach, you remember, is 9 inches shorter. The fact is that Rocky is smaller in measurement right down the line. He was 27 years at the time, more than 10 years the Bomber's junior, but 11 years shy his opponent's ring experience. The slight favorite at fight time was not Rocky Marciano, but Joe Louis. Rocky likes to skip rope, and he loves road work. Even on vacation, he likes to get up early and run a few miles before breakfast. Here's Charlie Goldman adjusting Rocky's helmet. You notice the helmet is cut a little differently from the one worn by Lewis. This one has special guards to protect the cheekbones. Goldman has been Marciano's trainer right from the start. It was to Goldman that manager Al Weil entrusted this crude, unorthodox slugger who knew little about the science of boxing. Goldman, one of the top trainers in the business, is confident he has taught Rocky how to handle Lewis. Here he is lacing Rocky's gloves prior to a few rounds of sparring. All in all, Rocky boxed 109 rounds while in training. You see him here wearing that cheek-protecting helmet. And if you watch closely, you'll find him ducking from time to time into a little crouch that he claims he patterned after Jack Dempsey's. That's not a defensive crouch. It's a position for attack, a method for crowding in. He's to improve it later on in his career. Because he's shorter than most of the heavyweights he faces, Rocky often pitches an overhand right. Watch. Remember that overhand right. We'll see the Brockton strong boy using it constantly in the big fight. The day before he was to meet Lewis, Rocky said, "I never predict I'll knock anybody out, but I'm confident, very confident I'll win." We find the chairman of the Athletic Commission, Bob Christenberry, speaking to attentive Toots Shore. And there's the current heavyweight champion, Jersey Joe Walcott, and J. Edgar Hoover, Stuart Symington on his left. Joe Louis, balding and bulky, eagerly answers the bell. The big question tonight, can the ex-champion come back? He's the slight favorite. And for the third time in the round, Marciano forces Louis to the ropes. He fires to the body and gets in a left uppercut. Louis tries to punch his way free, but at the end of round one, it's a good Marciano round. Rocky, about to miss a right, lands a hard left hook to the head. He's pressuring, gunning for a shot at the heavyweight title. Did you see how quickly he recovered after the miss? And catches a winging left hook from Rocky Marciano. Here comes a hard left-right left by Marciano, working on the body with his man pinned to the ropes. Rocky gets in a solid winging right to the head. You can see that Louis feels those punches. Rocky's really pouring it on. A winging right grazes Lewis's jaw. Marciano goes to work on the body at the end of round two. A big round for Rocky. Remember, Louis is the slight favorite tonight. Win or lose, he collects $94,000. A big hunk of which goes to Uncle Sam for back taxes. Marciano gets $50,000. Neatly, he blocks a left hook by Marciano and uses his left jab to make Rocky miss with his right. Watch. A right to the body, then a shove. Sends Louis to the ropes, driving him to the ropes. Here comes another right. Rocky hooks to the head and forces Louis to the adjacent strands. Again, Louis is forced to the ropes. He fights his way off, but the end is near. Round 7 awarded unanimously to Marciano. At the bell, they come out slugging for round 8. Rocky pressuring right from the start, as though determined to end the fight in this round. And as things turned out, that's just the way it happened. Let's watch closely now and see exactly how Marciano knocked out one of the greatest champions the ring has ever known. Now watch this. Marciano's hard left hook sends Louis sprawling to the canvas. Referee Ruby Goldstein counts to 8 before Lewis gets back to his feet. Rocky tears in to follow through his advantage before Lewis ties him up. You can see that Lewis is in trouble. He's hurt. Marciano, pitching with everything he's got, backs his man to the ropes to finish him off. Now watch. A left. Another left crumples Lewis. A blazing right. And Lewis sails through the ropes. The working press try to help Joe back off the ring apron. Referee Goldstein on the left simply looks at the stricken fighter and knows that the ex-champion is finished for the night. Rocky is congratulated by trainer Charlie Goldman on the left and by his old-time friend Ali Colombo. Lewis fought only exhibitions after that. As he himself summed up his knockout by Marciano, the reactions were not there. My age counted against me. The Brown Bomber fell October 26, 1951 in the big fight.
Hi there, folks. This is Jim Stevenson taking you back to February 13th, 1952. Convention Hall, Philadelphia. Rocky Marciano, top-ranking heavyweight contender, meets the veteran Lee Sevold in a 10-round bout. Here we go into round 1. That's Marciano in the white trunks, Sevold in the black. They call Rocky the Brockton Blockbuster for the simple reason he can really hit hard. He's had 38 fights as a pro and he's won them all, 33 by knockout. And some of the fight experts say he's another Jack Dempsey. Marciano in the white trunks. Marciano's an overwhelming favorite to win tonight. Rocky has hit Sevold with some of his best Sunday punches. The kind of punches that have knocked out previous opponents. But Sevold is still in there, taking all Rocky can give. The end of round 6. Sevold's manager waves a towel and tells the referee he can't continue. He's a completely beaten man. Rocky Marciano's the winner by a knockout in the 6th round. Hi there, folks. This is Jim Stevenson taking you back to July 1952. Rocky Marciano, hard-hitting slugger from Brockton, Massachusetts, trains for his big fight with Harry Kid Matthews of Seattle, Washington, scheduled for July 28th at Yankee Stadium. While Matthews trains in secret in a New York gymnasium, all reporters and cameras barred, Rocky Marciano goes through his paces at his training headquarters, Greenwood Lake, New York. Rocky's trainer, Charlie Goldman, carefully tapes his hands and adjusts his headgear. Rocky puts in 85 rounds of rugged sparring. A session with a light bag sharpens Rocky's punching speed and timing. Rocky mauls the heavy bag to increase punching power and strengthen stomach and back muscle. Besides doing many miles of road work, Rocky jumps rope to strengthen leg muscles and increase foot speed. Bouncing a basketball sharpens eye and muscle coordination. After a hard day's work, Rocky enjoys his rub-down by Charlie Goldman. Rocky's father asks him how he feels. Good, says Rocky, never felt better in my life. Those powerful neck muscles are the reason Marciano can take the hardest jolts to the head. Rocky eats one big meal a day after the day's training is over. Steak, baked potato, and green salad, followed later by plenty of milk. Good. And there's 2 juicy pounds of it. For recreation, Marciano plays a few games of table tennis. He's an excellent player, enjoys it a lot, and it helps to sharpen his eye and muscle reflexes. A session of cards with sparring partners and trainers affords relaxation and amusement, keeps his mind occupied and off the fight. Rocky rests in his favorite easy chair. He's ready and confident of victory. July 28th, the night of the big fight, and here we are at Yankee Stadium along with 25,000 excited fight fans. It's the big moment for Rocky Marciano and Harry Kid Matthews. The winner of this fight will meet heavyweight champion Joe Walcott in September, and plenty of money and prestige is riding on the line tonight. Round 1, Rocky Marciano, sensational slugger from Brockton, Massachusetts, and Harry Kid Matthews, classy Seattle contender. 10 rounds here at Yankee Stadium, New York. Matthews in the dark trunks. Marciano in the white trunks. Matthews is down. 2 lightning fast left hooks. He's badly hurt. He can't make it. See Marciano's terrific punching power in slow motion in just a moment. Marciano lunges with a left jab, then hooks, and hooks again, and Matthews is knocked to the canvas. Marciano helps Matthews to his feet. Rocky wants to be sure Matthews is all right. Rocky Marciano, the winner by a clean knockout in 2 minutes, 4 seconds of the second round.
Rocky Marciano retreated into isolation with one purpose, to become the heavyweight champion. Jersey Joe Walcott received 40% to Rocky's 20%, with the same provision set for a rematch should Walcott lose. Rocky Marciano would be the first white man to fight for the title, since Braddock was knocked out by Lewis in 1937. Rocky had made his way from punching an old army bag stuffed with rags to a shot at the heavyweight championship of the world.
The main attraction, 15 rounds for the heavyweight championship of the world. From Brockton, Massachusetts, wearing black trunks with a white stripe, weighing 184 pounds, the challenger, Rocky Marciano. From Camden, New Jersey, wearing white trunks with a black stripe, weighing 196 pounds, the heavyweight champion, Jersey Joe Walcott.
We'll do our best to tell you anything that we see that's important. Here they go. Something have to happen any time now. Very good right hand there by Marciano. This is the way he likes to fight, crowd you and punch at you. Working to Walcott's body. Walcott stands with his back to the rope. Pretty stationary for Joe. Rocky he stalks him, never stopped stalking him. Made him laugh then. When fighters laugh, that was Walcott who laughed, they're sometimes hurdled him. Joe is more flat-footed than he was earlier. Marciano hit him with a good right hand and brought that silly grin to Walcott's face, and now Joe was holding on there for a moment. Battle of attrition now. Marciano lands a solid right as the 10th round ends. Now round 11. Walcott's face is beginning to pop. Those right hands. The pace is very slow. Marciano, a good left hook. Walcott plainly is intent on staying away now if he can. That's the right hand, Walcott. And Rocky Marciano is the heavyweight champion of the world. Rocky Marciano.
And the new heavyweight champion of the world, Rocky Marciano.
And here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Rocky Marciano. Rocky Marciano, the new heavyweight champion of the world. Rocky.
Well, I was wishing I'd hit him with that left hook or right hand.
Yeah.
He certainly takes a good punch there, Bill.
Yeah, and you did hit him with the right hand, of course.
Yes, I hit him with right hands and left hook.
Did you think he was gone? Did you think he was gone when you nailed him?
Well, I knew it hurt him.
You could feel the punch. You knew it hurt him.
I know it hurt.
Well, congratulations, Rocky. You're a great fighter, game boy, and a great credit.
And on May 15th, I'm going to defend my title against Jersey Joe Walcott. I'm not forgetting the last time we fought. It was a great fight, and Joe fought all the way right up until the 13th round. At this time, he's going to have to come and get the title away from me, and I won't be giving it up too easy. I'll be fighting real hard. See you all on Friday, May 15th.
Is the feature presentation of the evening, 15 rounds for the World Heavyweight Championship. From Camden, New Jersey, the challenger, wearing black trunks with a white stripe, weighing 197 3/4 pounds, the former World Heavyweight Champion, Jersey Joe Walcott. From Brockton, Massachusetts, wearing white trunks with a black stripe, weighing 184 1/2 pounds, the world's heavyweight champion, Rocky Marciano.
The 8-second rule is waived, and more than 3 knockdowns in one round are permitted.
Walcott back with another jab. Marciano anxious to get in there and get it over if he can. Walcott backs along the ropes. Takes a long left hand to the body. Walcott at long range. Marciano digs him to the body with that left hand again. Walcott backing towards the ropes now. Marciano the aggressor throws a hard right that lands high on the head. Walcott just moving away from the punch in time, and they clinch again on the ropes. There's the referee getting them apart. Less than a minute to go in round 1. Walcott backs toward a neutral corner, puts a jab on the chin. Marciano throws a hard right to the chin, and Walcott is down on his back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's sitting there. 8, 9. Oh, did he beat the counter, didn't he? No, they claim it's all over. The referee says Rocky Marciano by a knockout in round 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time, 1 minute, 25 seconds of the first round, winner by a knockout, and still world heavyweight champion, Rocky Marciano.
Meanwhile, a plane from New York City lands at Grossenger Airport in the Catskills, where the champion is in training. The engines are cut, and out steps Commissioner Bob Christenberry of the New York State Athletic Commission. Greeting him is Al Weil, Marciano's manager. And here's the Rock himself on his way to a checkup by Dr. Vincent Nardiello. The commissioner and James D. Norris, president of the International Boxing Club, look on. Rocky wears a novel head guard that protects his cheekbones. Formerly, he wore a larger one to cover the nose he injured before the second Walcott fight. Here he is sparring in a hangar near his farmhouse headquarters. The corrugated iron building is used to store planes, except when the Rock is encamped at Grossinger's. Marciano's trainer is Charlie Goldman, generally regarded to be one of the most astute teachers in the profession. A final dry-off and Rocky is ready for the big fight. From the Bronx, New York, wearing dark trunks and weighing 184 3/4, the Bronx Express, Roland Lastarza. 3.5 years before, Lastarza lost a bout to Marciano by just 3 points. Roland felt he won that disputed contest and believes he can do it again. In the opposite corner, the unbeaten champion, who won the title from Jersey Joe Walcott in 1952 with a single punch. Wearing white trunks and weighing 185, the Brockton Blockbuster, Rocky Marciano. And now, round one. Rocky Marciano in white trunks moves to the center of the ring. He is in his familiar crouch, but a little more accentuated than usual, a lower stance, which he has been working on in training. He'll keep his left out, chin well tucked behind his gloves, and crowd his opponent, crowding and slugging. That's Rocky's style. Now watch this. A left-right combination by Rocky draws a beautiful left hook counter by Lastarza. That's Roland's technique. He's going to discover that the champion has begun to warm to his task, has begun to shed the rust of his long layoff. Roland will feel Rocky's punches landing with more accuracy, more power. There's no doubt that Rocky's hard right and his unrelenting pressure are taking their toll. Rocky's getting ready to deliver a long-range right, followed by a left hook. Lastarza's handlers have continually been warning him to keep away from the ropes and stay out of corners. Coming up, a beautiful left-right-left combination to the jaw by Marciano. Lastarza was unable to ward off that barrage by the champion, unable to block or counter. Roland weighed in much lighter than expected, less than 185 pounds, and this may be the first indication that he's running out of juice. You can see the first lines of discouragement etched in his face, and the cut near his right eye has been reopened. You'll see Rocky ducking, then firing his left, banging to the body. This is the rough, tough, crowding champion at his best. A beautiful left hook rocks the challenger. So far, he's fought a game fight, but he's been weakened by the power punching of heavyweight champion Rocky Marciano in rounds 6, 7, and 8. Round 7 especially was a bad one for Roland, for that's when the tide began to turn. Up till then, the match had the makings of an upset, a reverse for the heavy favored champion. But now, in round 9, we're going to see Lastarza more and more taking on the appearance of a boy on a man's errand. Watch Marciano, all set to wing away with a right that forces Lastarza backward. You notice the full leverage from hip to shoulder to wrist that Marciano works into his punches. Here you'll see Rocky feint with a right, then throw a solid left at Lastarza, once again in a corner. Marciano about to tag Lastarza with a hard right to the ear. And you see Lastarza's legs going rubbery, his knees turning to jelly. Watch this power-packed right by Marciano that just misses. Once again, Rocky has forced La Starza to the ropes, and now they're back at mid-ring. La Starza holding desperately. Look at him grab Rocky's arm. At the bell, it's another frame, the fourth in a row, unanimously awarded to Marciano. And now, round 11, destined to be the final round of the scheduled 15-round bout for the World's Heavyweight Championship between challenger Roland La Starza in dark trunks and champion Rocky Marciano. La Starza's handlers have covered his face with grease. He has two cuts, one over the bridge of his nose, the other near his right eye. Both eyes are puffy. Now, when Marciano throws in a left, La Starza holds. He's a tired boy. Rocky looking for an opening to drop that big right-hand bomb. 45,000 fans in New York City's Polo Grounds, well pleased with the fight they're seeing tonight, many expecting a knockout at any moment. Now watch this closely. Marciano's forcing La Starza back toward the ropes. That's where he caught Walcott, you remember, to win the title, against the ropes. Marciano misses a left hook, then connects with a smashing right, another right, a left, and another right sends La Starza sailing back through the ropes onto the ring apron. Referee Ruby Golsing gives La Starza, who's up at 5, the mandatory 8 count, forgetting in the excitement that the rule does not apply to championships. Rocky swarms all over the challenger to follow through his knockdown and end the fight. And there it is, the finish. Referee Goldstein breaks them up, sends Rocky back to his corner. Roland La Starza retires to his corner, a courageous but beaten youngster, a boy who had come on a man's errand and done amazingly well for a while. A boy who thought he could beat the champion because once, 3.5 years ago in the Garden, he had made a close fight of it. That extra detail of police around the ring apron is to ward off a riot like the one staged by Rocky's Brockton rooters in Philadelphia after their idol took the heavyweight crown from Jersey Joe Walcott. And so Rocky Marciano remains heavyweight champion of the world as he racks up his 45th consecutive triumph and his 40th knockout. He has shed the rust of inactivity and come on to win like a true champion.
Yankee Stadium, where Rocky Marciano is ready to defend his World Heavyweight Championship against former champion Ezzard Charles. It's a cool summery evening with nearly 50,000 fight fans inside the huge ballpark. The lady in the center there is Mrs. Ezzard Charles, wife of the challenger.
Introducing from Cincinnati, Ohio, wearing white trunks, weighing 185.5, the challenger and former heavyweight champion of the world, Ezzard Charles. And his opponent from Brockton, Massachusetts, wearing black trunks, weighing 187.5, heavyweight champion of the world, Rocky Marciano.
Marciano comes out of his corner a determined young man on this third defense of his title. Ezzard Charles, of course, is trying to do two things tonight that have not been accomplished by anyone so far: to beat the yet undefeated Marciano and to win back the heavyweight crown, something many great champions have tried. Charles in trouble from solid smashes to the head. Giving ground reluctantly. time for a knockout. First time in 15 rounds, Charles's back touched the ropes. Indication he's rapidly running out of gas. There's the bell, and a great championship fight is over. A fight that showed both men in there giving it all they had to the final second. 15 rounds of battling for the most coveted title of the ring. The decision is up to the officials, of course, but let's listen with the 50,000 fans in Yankee Stadium to Johnny Addy announce their verdict.
Scores it 8-6, 1 even, favor of Marciano. Judge Ali Aidala scores it 8-5, 2 even, favor of Marciano. That was Ruby, wait a minute. That was Ruby Goldstein's vote, 8-5 and 2 even. His judge, Ali Aidala, scores at 9-5, 1 even, favor of Marciano, winner by unanimous decision, and still the heavyweight champion of the world, Rocky Marciano.
And Marciano misses with the left hand as Charles digs to the stomach with the left and then gets his right hand free for the moment, and they tie each other up with Marciano trying to get his left hand free and Charles cupping away up the air with the right and then banging to the midsection with the left hand. Burrell does not break them, and they fight their way out of it out into the center of the ring here at Yankee Stadium. Rocky Marciano, the heavyweight champion of the world, and Ezzard Charles, the challenger from Cincinnati. Now Marciano lands hard to the midsection. The fans thought that the blow was low, but there's no warning from Al Burrell. Now Charles with 2 left hooks. Marciano staggers him with the right hand high on the forehead. Marciano's after him. Charles is in trouble. Marciano and Charles is down on his hands and knees with a minute to go, but he's up. He's up immediately. Ezzard Charles appears to be fresh and confident once again. Marciano going after him with that powerful left hand as Charles tries a left uppercut and misses, and Marciano comes in, stinging him with the right hand on the cheek, but missing with the left hook. And here's Marciano with a left hook to the head that's partially blocked with the right glove of Ezzard Charles. Charles stabbing away with a feeble left hand and another one, trying to keep the champion at bay. Marciano stalking across the ring, landing 3 left hooks to the head and a right cross, and Charles leaves and bobs on the ropes as Marciano is trying to take pot shots at him, but he is missing due to Charles' wonderful ability to weave and bob. Here's Marciano with a left hand downstairs and a fine left hook. And again, as that's all there was to hit the position that Charles was in. Marciano misses a right for the head, goes in with a left hook on the jaw, another left hook on the jaw. Marciano after Ezzard Charles now, who's just using the left hand to try to keep the champion at bay. Marciano misses the right hand for the head and scores with the right hand high on the forehead of Ezzard Charles. Back they go now. Marciano trying to figure him out. Charles beating the retreat. Here is Marciano inside with the left hand to the right ribs and a good right hand by Marciano. Charles misses with a left hook high for the head. Marciano comes in, and Charles swings for the body and yells from the corner about the salve that they're putting on the nose of Rocky Marciano. And now Charles lands with a hard right uppercut, and Marciano goes right to work and snaps his head back with a right uppercut of his own. Charles with the left hand to the forehead. Marciano with the right hand to the body. And a solid left hook right on the nose of Ezzard Charles by Rocky Marciano. Charles backpedals, takes in a deep breath, gets his hands up high. Marciano throws the right hand for the left jaw, and we saw Ezzard Charles' eyes blink. Then Marciano bounced the midsection, but they were blocked with the elbow. He misses with the head with the right hand. Charles staggering to miss with the right hand, and Charles is down with the right hand. Let's get 4, 5. He's up anyway. Burrell did not get a count. And here's Marciano like a tiger springing across the ring, landing to the midsection, getting his right hand free, chopping away at the head. Another solid right hand, and a left for Marciano, and a right hand on the back of the neck. Charles is down. Al Burrell trying to pick up the count, ladies and gentlemen.
Sept fine, long-time Rocky. How's the nose now? Is it in good shape? I think so. It's been fine so far, but I think it's still a problem to us.
Cool, like an October evening rather than one in May. And it's just as cool as the cucumbers right now looks the champion to our left. And Cockell standing there, and here's John Dunphy in round one.
Thank you, Win Elliott. Good evening, everyone. Cockell goes to the champion with a light left to the head. Rocky grabs and they hold on for a moment. Cockell dances up and down, about 25 seconds remaining in round one. Marciano's light jab goes to the head. He hooks lightly to the head with the left hand. Misses a long sweeping left at the head as Cockell backs out of range. Only a few seconds remaining in round one. Cockell puts a light jab to the head, misses the left, and takes a solid right hand to the jaw by Marciano. Marciano moving in on his man, takes both hands to the body by Cockell. Another grazing left hook on the jaw. Cockell puts another left to the head, and is hurt by a hard left hook to the jaw by Marciano. Marciano crashes from the right to the jaw. Marciano coming after his man, puts a jab on the chin. Cockell a left hook to the jaw. Cockell dancing up and down, takes a long right to the head, puts his own right to the body, digs the left hand to the midsection, fires the right hand on the jaw, and the crowd will come up roaring when this one ends. Cockell coming after his man now, feints the left hand, Marciano a jab on the nose, Cockell pushes him away.
It's been all Rocky Marciano since the early rounds. How much longer can Don Cockell last? Marciano with tremendous endurance and strength, throwing those punches all the time, never letting up. But Cockell keeps his feet. A tremendous right, and Cockell is still standing, another right and left. How much more can he take? On his feet, Marciano might be getting all weary, though he doesn't look it. Still throwing punches. And so is Cockell. Another left and a right by Marciano, and Marciano can't put him down. A tremendous exhibition of courage by Cockell. Staggering on his feet. Marciano with a left hook and another left hook. And down he goes through the ropes. Marciano goes right after Don Cockell again, but Cockell is dead game. What a right hand and a left, and down goes Don Cockell. He's sprawled on the canvas, as you see. He battles to his feet at the count of 5. He's trying to continue. He's still dead game as Don Cockell. Marciano throwing almost wildly now. Rocky is wide open, but he has no fear now of Cockell, and Cockell is down again. When will the referee, Frank Brown, stop this fight? Cockell looks bewildered, dazed, and there he goes once more, and Brown stops the fight.
I'm glad that the time has finally come when I could accept the fight with Archie Moore. We all know he deserves it, and I think you're going to see a great fight on that day.
Do you feel, Archie, that you can knock Marciano out? Of course, he never has been.
Well, that's always the first time. I remember one time I thought that I couldn't be knocked out, but I have been knocked out too. So Marciano is human like anyone else, I suppose, and he can be knocked out.
From San Diego, California, and Toledo, Ohio, wearing black trunks, weighing 188 even, the light heavyweight champion of the world and challenger, Archie Moore. His opponent from Brockton, Massachusetts, wearing white trunks, weighing 188 1/4 pounds, heavyweight champion of the world, Rocky Marciano. 15 rounds for the heavyweight championship of the world.
Well, we're ready for the question. The 3 knockdown thing is a New York rule. Voided, as
the referee told you. Normally in New York, a man knocked down 3 times in a round is beaten. Not tonight, and there's no compulsory 8 count. He doesn't have to take 8. He can get up at 2 or 1. If that explains that to you any better. We're waiting for the bell for round 1. The boys are jiggling in their corners. The crowd is roaring. The bell. Here they go. Seconds until the end of the round. Terrific right, just grazed the chin. Right hand. Moore's in bad trouble. Moore's still got that left hand pretty good. 1 minute till the end of the round. Another right by Rocky. This could be the end. Now he's really touching him. Moore's legs are gone. It's just his instinct. Just his instinct. Maybe the bell. Now he punches back. Now he punches back. Now he punches back. He's taking an awful beating. Look at his legs. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. seconds. Moore's legs are gone. He's down again. 15 seconds.
7, 8.
9. He got 2. 9. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. There's the bell. He made it on his feet. Look at him going back. Round 7. Rocky's still chasing him. The bull in the Toreador, and the bull keeps coming. 10 seconds. Right hand. Right hand. Right hand. 5, 6. That bell saved him. The bell saved him. The bell saved him. They don't know. I hope you got that from me. Maybe I did you a little good. The referee didn't know. Nobody knew. Just a bombardment. Moore's legs are so nearly gone. He's not punching back at all now. Now he is. Oh, a good right hand by Moore. A beauty. Just not the steam on it. There he goes. In his own corner.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's all. That's all.
The time, 1 minute, 19 seconds of the 9th round. Winner by a knockout and still heavyweight champion of the world, Rocky Marciano. Rocky, congratulations. Oh, Bill.
What kind of a fight was this one, Rock?
Archie's a very tough, willing, determined fighter. I didn't think that he would stand up like he did. Congratulations to him. I guess he wasn't just talking up there at North Adams, Mass.
No, he wasn't. He fought a great fight, didn't he? And of course you did too, as always, Rocky. This is 49 straight, and I know you're going to go for that golden 50 for sure, because you never looked better, and you really were punching, and you're a great champion. Great credit to this country.
Thank you very much.
I know the kind of fellow you are and everybody else. Here's Archie. We'll put them together.
I would like to announce my retirement from boxing at this time.
Why?
Why? Because of my family, my wife, daughter, and my folks.
I have been thinking of it for a long while, in fact, pretty close to 7 months. And it was the staying away from my wife and daughter, Mary Ann. They made the big difference in my life.